Lion's wife got angry, told him to hunt for himself. There was once a lion named Boru, who was widely respected in the savannah for one reason and one reason only. He was extremely good at looking important while doing absolutely nothing. Boru had mastered the ancient art of lying under a tree in a way that made it seem like he was guarding the entire land, when in reality he was just digesting food that someone else had hunted. His mane was thick, his face was serious, and his posture suggested wisdom, but inside his head there was mostly echo and confidence. Boru truly believed that being king meant others worked, and he supervised by blinking slowly. Boru's wife, Sara, was everything Boru was not. She was sharp, strong, fast, and terrifyingly practical. She hunted, she taught the cubs, she protected territory, and she tolerated Boru only because at some point in the past he had looked impressive enough to be worth marrying. That point, however, was becoming harder and harder to remember. Every day, Sara watched Boru wake up late, stretch dramatically, yawn like the world owed him rest, and then ask the most dangerous question a lazy lion could ask: "What's for food?" At first, Sara ignored it. Then she answered with silence. Then with staring. Then with deep sighs that could be heard across the plains. Boru, completely unaware of danger, took those sighs as admiration. "She breathes deeply when she sees me," he thought proudly. Meanwhile, Sara's patience was evaporating faster than a puddle in summer. One morning, after a long and exhausting hunt that Sara had led while Boru had remained behind, guarding the shade, Sara returned with food, dust-covered, muscles aching, eyes tired. Boru stood up slowly, shook his mane like a royal announcement, and said, "Ah, perfect timing. I was just getting hungry." The savannah went quiet. Birds stopped chirping. Even the wind hesitated. Sara dropped the meat, not gently. She turned to Boru, eyes narrow, tail flicking sharply. "Hungry?" she repeated. Boru smiled. "Yes, leadership uses a lot of energy." Sara stared at him so intensely that Boru actually checked his body to see if it was on fire. Then she exploded. "Leadership," she roared. "You sleep, you eat, you snore, you don't hunt, you don't help, you don't even scare the hyenas properly. Do you know what leadership is?" Boru opened his mouth, but no sound came out. Sara stepped closer. "From today," she said slowly, dangerously calm, "you will hunt for yourself." Boru blinked. "Myself? Yes. Alone? Yes. Forever?" Sara tilted her head. "That depends on how long you survive." The pride watched in stunned silence as Sara turned away. Boru stood frozen, brain rebooting. Hunt. Alone. Himself. These were words he had heard before, mostly in stories about other lions, not about him. Panic crept into his chest like an uninvited guest. "She's joking," he told himself. "She always jokes." But Sara did not joke. That evening when Boru tried to approach the food, Sara blocked him with one paw. "Did you hunt?" she asked. Boru laughed nervously. "Not yet." Sara smiled without warmth. "Then not yet." That night, Boru went to sleep hungry for the first time in his adult life. His stomach growled so loudly that a nearby hyena asked if someone was playing drums. Boru curled up uncomfortably, staring at the stars, feeling betrayed by marriage, fate, and physics. "I am a king," he whispered to himself. "Kings do not starve." His stomach disagreed aggressively. The next morning, Boru woke early out of fear, not discipline. He looked at the open savannah like it was an exam he had never studied for. Hunting meant running. Running meant effort. Effort meant pain. Boru sighed deeply and began walking, pretending he was confident in case anyone was watching. He practiced stalking behind bushes, forgetting that his mane was bright, large, and waving in the wind like a flag. A group of antelopes noticed him immediately. One of them squinted. "Is he sneaking?" Another replied, "I think he's confused." They walked away calmly. Boru chased them for 3 steps, tripped over a rock, and fell face first into the grass. Embarrassed, Boru got up, shaking dirt from his mane. "That was a warm-up," he announced to no one. Hours passed. The sun climbed. Hunger sharpened into pain. Boru tried stalking again, this time hiding behind a bush that was significantly smaller than him. A zebra looked directly at him and said, "You're visible." Boru froze. "No, I'm not." "You are," the zebra replied, then walked away. Boru sat down heavily, panting. "This hunting thing is rigged," he muttered. By afternoon, Boru was exhausted and still unfed. His pride was far away, resting, eating, surviving without him. For the first time, Boru felt something unfamiliar. Uselessness, not laziness, not pride. Actual uselessness. It hurt more than hunger. He tried again as the sun dipped low, following sounds carefully, moving slower, quieter. He failed again and again. That night, Boru did not return home. He was too ashamed. He lay under a lonely tree, stomach empty, ego bruised. He dreamed of Sahara yelling at him, of antelopes laughing, of food running away from him. He woke before dawn with tears in his eyes and hunger clawing at his insides. On the third day, something changed. Boru stopped pretending. He stopped announcing. He stopped blaming. He watched. He listened. He remembered things he had once learned as a cub and then ignored for years. The land spoke quietly, and for the first time, Boru paid attention. He tracked slowly. He waited. Hours passed. Then finally, with a mix of fear, effort, and desperate focus, Boru succeeded. It wasn't elegant. It wasn't impressive. But it was real. Boru ate alone, slowly, quietly. No pride, no applause, just survival. And strangely, it tasted better than any meal he had ever stolen. When Boru returned days later, thinner, dirtier, quieter, Sara looked at him without anger. "Did you hunt?" she asked. Boru nodded. "Yes." "Did you eat?" "Yes." Sara stepped aside. That night, Boru did not rush to the food. He waited, he watched, he helped. Boru was still Boru, still dramatic, still lazy sometimes, but he was no longer useless. And Sara, watching him from a distance, finally nodded to herself. Sometimes love doesn't roar. Sometimes it scolds you into becoming better.
amor.